Hello everyone, I welcome you all. In this session we are going to know about the time and work. Time and work is a module in which you are going to know about not only about time and work but also about the pipe and system. Okay. So what I have told you that we are going to know about, firstly we are going to know about time and work, then afterwards we will learn about pipe and system. Okay. Time and work. As we can see that the topic is time and work. So it will be better for us to know about the concept of time and work first. See, to perform any activity, that activity can be known as the work, and if you want to perform or complete or accomplish a work, you will require worker. You will require worker. So workers can be man, woman, and even child. In respect of today's trend, it can be machine or robots too. Okay, anyone can perform the work known as worker. Okay, worker, man, woman, child. To perform the work, you will require time too. That means not only worker, you will require the time period. Time can be hour, minute, seconds, weeks, months, anything. Okay, beta, to perform any activity, you will require worker as in group form or as in individual form. Okay, so workers can be in groups and as an individual. Group or as an individual. Okay, the work are of two types. First one is definite work, in which you know about the work, you know about the magnitude of work, and second, assumed work, in which you assume the work as a common product of given number of individuals or the days taken by the group. See beta, workers are of two types. Workers can be in group or in individual. Work are of two types. Work can be definite. As an example, first example, A can complete a work in 10 days, B can complete that same work in 20 days. In how many days they both can complete that same work? In this question, you can see that the worker is individual A and B. But if the question is like 100 person can build a road in 20 days, in how many days 50% can build that same road? In this question, workers are in group form. So I think you understand about the group workers and individual workers. And definite work and assumed work. There are two types of work. In first question, I have told you that A can complete a work in 10 days and B can complete that same piece of work in 20 days. In this question, you do not know about the work. You have to assume the work. You have to assume the magnitude of work, and during the assumption, you have to take common multiple of days taken by the workers. Okay. And in definite work, like 50 men can build 400 chairs in 3 days. So 100 men will build how many chairs in 3 days? In this question, you know the magnitude of work, 400 is the magnitude. So this kind of question is definite. Okay, beta. In upcoming slides, we will learn about the relations between work and time. In this slide, we are getting some knowledge about time and work. And next slide, we will know the relations, interrelations between time and work. See beta. See, assume there is a work of painting this house. Assume this is a house, that means this is the work, and you want it to be painted. So you called some man. Beta, as like SI unit, we take workers as man. We consider English alphabet M as the worker. So man is the worker. Okay, no need to get worried. Suppose you have called 5 men to paint your house in dark green color. Okay, but they will require some time, and they have speculated that they want 20 days to complete your this big house, to paint that big house, but you want it to be early. So what will you require? You will require some more men. If 5 men can complete a work in 20 days, this is time, and as worker is considered as man, time is considered as days. 20 days. You want it to be get completed in 10 days. So 20 divided by 2 is equal to 10. Now beta. So you have to, beta, in general case, if we divide right hand side by 2, we divide left hand side by 2, 2. But this is different. In this case, there is indirect relation. Now see, if you want to decrease the days, you have to increase the number of men. So divided by 2, here you have to multiply by 2. So the answer is 10 men. Okay. So what you have learned? You have learned that there is a relation between man and days. And what is the relation? If you want to decrease the days, you have to increase the man. The indirect relation. The indirect relation between man and days. Okay, the indirect relation. In next slide, you will know about the type of questions you are going to solve in time and work in for long period of time, not for only CUET, for long period of time like CSAT and other exams. See beta, what kind of questions in time and work? Firstly, you should know the types of work in time and work topic. There are 3 types of work in this type of segment. Same work. For example, as I said, A can complete a piece of work in 10 days. B can complete that same piece of work in 20 days. That means they both are doing the same work. Okay. Different work. Hundred man required to make 50 chairs. How many men will required to make 100 chairs? That means the magnitude of work is different. So the work is different. Okay. Different work. And third one is fractional work. The works are in fraction. How? See the question. A can complete a piece of work in 10 days. B can complete that same piece of work in 20 days. C can complete that same piece of work in 30 days. Okay. Then A has started the work for 2 days. Then B will join him. And after 3 days, C will join him. So tell in how many days the remaining work will be completed by all of them. Okay. Or the question is A, B and C started the work together. A left the work or job. B and C continue the job for 2 more days. Then B left the job. Then in how many days C will complete the remaining work? So in this type of question, you are solving for remaining work. Okay. And this type of question is known as fractional work based question. Okay. This fractional work based question is very important for pipe and cistern. Okay beta. This concept will be important for fractional for time and work. Then workers are in groups. Maybe suppose the workers are in groups or in individual. I am giving you some idea about the question. If the work is same, that question will be important for the group based workers and individual based workers. Okay. If the work is different, in this case the group based workers will be important. There will be very much little case in individual form you will get the different work. Okay. Similarly, fractional work based questions will be important for individual workers. Like we have discussed, A can complete a piece of work in 10 days, B 20 days, and A and B started the work for 2 days, then B left the work. In how many days A will complete the remaining work? This is fractional based questions, and the individual based workers will be important in this. Okay, very little question can be asked in fractional work based question. Okay, in next slide we will know about the workers in groups. Okay, how we will solve the workers in groups if the work is same or work is different. See, beta, work can be completed if the number of men, sum of the men or the number of men works for some days for specific hours. then work will be completed. Here M means number of men, D means required number of days to complete the work, H means required number of hours. Okay. Work is equal to MDH. Do you know about the cooking? You know some masala? You know the slogan like asli masale such MDH. So W is equal to MDH. Okay. Beta, in some cases, because your examination is not of very difficult level, but later on you will know about the extra part of this formula, the extra part of this MDH masala. Work is equal to MDHE, E for extra, and E means efficiency. E means efficiency. In this type of question, you will have two or more than two groups, and you are going to know about that some point. Wait for that points. Okay. See beta, workers in groups, work is equal to MDHE. In next slide, you will know about the same work completed by or done by two groups. See, W is equal to MDH or MDHE, anything. Okay. If there are two different groups, for first group, the work is W1, and you can write it as W1 is equal to M1 D1 H1. For second group, it will be like W2 is equal to M2 D2 H2. If the work is same, in this case, W1 will be as equals as W2. So we can write the right hand side will also be equal. So M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2. This is the answer. Okay, please note it down. Beta, in next slide we will learn about the different work done by two groups. Beta, if in this case there will be three groups like W3 and W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3, then right hand side or the formula of our right hand side will be M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2 is equals to M3 D3 H3. Okay, the formula will be same as M1 is equal to M1 D1 H1 is equal to M2 D2 H2 is equal to M3 D3 H3. If different work is done by two groups, in this case, as we know that there are two groups, so W1 is equals to M1 D1 H1, W2 is equals to M2 D2 H2. If work is not same, means W1 is not equals to W2, so M1 D1 H1 will not be equals to M2 D2 H2. So to make the formula, we will take equation and we will divide the equation. We will get the formula as W1 is equals to M1 D1 H1 is equals to W2 upon M2 D2 H2. Okay, so this will be the formula. There is one thing about the efficiency. If someone is taking less time to complete the work as comparison with someone else, that means the less days taken by that person will be more efficient. Okay, what it means? It means that efficient person always takes less days. So efficiency is also inversely proportional to days. Okay, so let's start with some questions. Let's start with some questions to understand this topic very much in well manner. See, what is the first question? A man completes a job in 6 days, working 6 hours a day. In how many days can he complete the same job, working 9 hours a day? See, beta, there is a man who is working for 6 hours per day. So suppose there is a man A, he is taking 6 hours per day. He is doing 6 hours per day work, and this work is for 6 days. Okay, and there is another man, suppose that man is B, and he is doing 9 hours per day. So he is more efficient, means he is doing more work than A per day wise. So how many days will be taken by B? The first keyword is the work is same or different? Same work. As we know that work is equal to MDH, and if the work is same in both the cases, so the formula will become M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2. If the value of M is 1, so do not get worried, just put it 1, and in first case, in A's case, you will get 6 into 6. In B's case, you will get the R is 9 hours per day work. So R is 9. You want to know the day. So it is D2. You can calculate it as D2 is equals to 36 by 9. Is equals to 4 days. So 4 will be the answer. Okay. Please note it down. Four days will be the answer. Come to the second question. If 30 men can complete a job in 30 days, find in how many days one man complete the same job. See the language better. See the keywords. What is the keyword? Same job. Okay. The keyword is same job. It means in both the cases the work is same, and there are two cases or two groups. First case is about 30 men. Okay. And second case is about 1 man. And this is D1, and you have to find in how many days means D2. You have some values. Firstly, you know about the formula. If the work is same, so the formula will be M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2. Okay. In this case, M1 will be is equals to 30. M2 will be is equals to 1. D1 will be is equals to 30 days, and you have to find D2. Okay. M1 means 30, D1 means 30. If there is no information about the hours, you can take it as same or 1. Okay. Or you can you can also remove the H1 and H2. M2 is 1, and you have to find D2. So the answer will be 900 days will be required. Okay. D2 is equal to 900 days. Okay. Please note it down. Come to the next question. Come to the next question. See beta, 42 persons can dig a pond in 25 days. Okay, how many persons are needed to dig it in 14? So you can understand that in this question the workers are in groups. Okay, workers are in groups. It is groups based question and the work is same, to dig a pond. Same work. For same work the formula is M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2. If M1 is equals to 42, D1 is equals to 25, and in second case D2 is equals to 14, and you have to find M2. (42) into 25 M2, you have to find D2 is equal to 40. Okay, 14 3s are 42. Now you can understand that 3 into 25 is equal to 75, and in right hand side there is M2. M2 means the number of persons required to dig it in 14 days. So our answer will be 75 men. Option B. Okay. Okay. Please note it down. Come to the next question. 24 persons working 7 hours a day can complete a work in 27 days. In how many days? 14 persons working in 9 hours per day will complete the same work. So the work is same, and you have to just know the work are in group or as an individual. Later on you are going to know about the explanation for individual workers. Okay, same work and the workers are in groups. For same work case, if the groups are two different groups, so the formula will be M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2. Okay, M1. In this case 24 is M1, 27 is D1, 7 is H. You have to find D2. Okay, M2 is 14. In how many days? That means you have to find D2. 9 hours per day, 9. Simple calculation beta, simple calculation. See, 7 2s are 14. Okay, 2 12s are 24. 9 3s are 27. So 12 and 3. It means 12 into 3 will be your answer as D2, and the answer is D2 is equal to 36 days. Come to the next question. See beta, a work can be done by some persons in 100 days. A work can be done by some persons in 100. Okay. But due to absence of 10 persons, it was completed in 110 days. But due to absence of 10 persons, it was completed in 110 days. But due to absence of 10 persons, it was completed in 110. And the question is, find how many persons were there initially. Initially कितने लोग? See beta, what is the case? In first segment, the information is there are some persons who required 100 days to complete a work. Okay, it means M1 is equals to, you can take it as M, D1 is equals to 100 days. And in second segment, due to absence of 10 persons, means number of men are decreased as it become M minus 10, and D2 is equals to 110 days. And there is a word about the work is that the work is same. If the work is same, in this case, the formula will be M1 D1 H1 is equals to M2 D2 H2. Okay, M1 means M, D1 means 100. There is no information about hours, so remove it. M2 will be M minus 10, D2 means 110. Now, if you will cancel the 0, you will get 10, 11. 10 into M, 10M. 11 into M, 11M, minus 110. So, after taking the constant of M in one side, you will get, or the coefficient of M in one side, you will get 10M minus 11M is equals to 100 minus 110. So, here the minus M is minus 110. Remove the negative sign, you will get M is equal to 110, and M is the number of men which is initially the initial number of men. Okay, so m is the initial number of men, so the answer will be 110. Please note it down, beta. Please note it down. Beta, I have told you the relation between number of men and number of days. We will use that same relation to solve this question as early as possible. See, as we know that man and days are inversely related, we will use this relation. In this case, you have to know about the number of men. See beta, as I said, days and men are inversely related. Okay. If you have to calculate the number of men, write it in extreme right position, or if you have to calculate the number of days, write it in extreme position, right extreme. Original number, new number. Beta, originally the number of days was 100 and the new number of days was 110. Okay. So you know that the days and men are inversely related. So you can take the inverse relation as, you can write 110 in this side and 100 in this side. Okay. Okay. Beta, as per the information, 10 persons was absent. Okay. In our format too, 10 persons are absent. 10 persons are absent. So directly you can answer it. Okay, 10 persons are absent, so minus 10%. How? See, it is the exact number. It is that the difference is exact. The difference is exact. So you have to just multiply it by 1. If the difference is 1, you have to make it 10 by multiplying by 10. If the difference is same, so you have to multiply it by 1. If you have to find the initial number of men, it will be 110 into 1. New number of men is 100 into 1. Okay, so your answer will be 110. So initially 110 men were present. Okay, come to the next question. In this question, we will apply our short trick first, then we will go for our conventional approach. Okay. Some persons can complete a work in 40 days, but 10 more persons join them and work is completed in 30 days. Find how many men were there initially. So you have to find the number of men. Na? So write it M in right extreme, D for days, M for man. O for original case, new for, N for new case. See beta. Original days was 40, new days was 30. Days and man are in inverse relation. If the relation in direct, form. So you, in that case, you can write 40 here and 30 here, but this relation is inversely proportional. So write 30 here and 40 here. Okay. Now you can see that the difference is 10 and the difference in questions are also 10. So in new case 10 more men are introduced. So 10 is in our assumption part, is in our question part. So you do not need to make anything, you have to just multiply by 1 to get the answer. So find how many men were there initially. You have to multiply original number of men with 1, you will get 30 into 1, 30. 30 men were required initially. Okay. If we will solve this ratio as 4:3, you will get 3:4. The difference will be 1 and you have to make it 10 by multiplying by 10. Then in that case you have to multiply 3 also by 10. Okay. So our answer will be 30. In conventional approach, you can just use M1 D1 H1 is equal to M2 D2, but there is no information about H, so do not write M1. M1 means M, D1 means 40 days, so you can write 40. M2 10 more men, so M plus 10, D2 30. Reduce zeros. Here 4M will be equals to 3M plus 30. M will be equals to 30. So number of men will be 30. Okay. So answer will be 30. Please note it down. Come to the next question. Beta, X man can do a work in 120 days. If there were 20 men less, the work would have taken 60 days more. Okay. What is the value of X? X man can do a work in 120 days. If there were 20 men less, the work would have taken 60 days more. What is the value of X? So you have to find the X. Beta, in short trick approach, right, I am in right extreme position. D will be in left side. O means originally, new means, N means new. On, DM on. Okay. So initially the days were 120 and after some time, or in second case there will be 60 more days, so the days will be 180. Write it in ratio form. You will get, after dividing by 60, 2:3. So 2:3, after, beta, take it in inverse proportion, you will get 3 and 2. Okay. you know that the difference is 1 because you are taking it in ratio form 2:3, so your difference is 1. But in question, in your side, 1 man is less from the original situation, but in question there were 20 men less. So if you want to make it 1 as 20, multiply it by 20. After applying multiplication, you will get 3 into 20 60 and 2 into 20 40. If you have to answer the value of x and x man was in initial condition, so the answer will be 60 man. Your answer will be 60. Okay, please note it down. In conventional approach, you can use the formula as m1 d1 is equals to m2 d2 because there is no R's information. M1 d1, actually it is d1. M1 means x, initial number of men. D1 means 120. M2 means x minus 20. 20 men left the job. X minus 20. D2 means 60 more 60 more days means 120 into 6. 120 plus 60 means 180. Okay. So x into 120 is equal to x minus 20 into 180. Cancel the zeros. 6 2s are 12, 6 3s are 80. After multiplying x by 2, you will get 2x is equals to 3x minus 6. Okay. Take the coefficient of x in one side, you will get, see beta, take 2x on right hand side, you will get x. Take minus 16 left hand side, you will get plus 60. So x will be as equals to 60. So your answer will be 60. Okay, please note it down. Come to the next question. Beta, this is 2 by 5 days. Okay. Firstly, read the information, then we will solve this question. Check the important points. Ram can complete a job in 6 days and Rakesh can do the same job. Ram can complete a job in 6 days and Rakesh can do the same job in 9 days. Okay. If both of them start working together, then in how many days job would be complete? Okay. If both of them start working together, then in how many days job would be complete? Firstly, understand the question. This question is all about the individual worker. So, this is about the individual worker. Okay. And in most of the case where the worker is individual, the work will be same work. But beta, in this question the information is different. In this question you do not require to know the days taken by second group or second person. You know the number of days taken by second group or second person. Okay. Now understand the question and I will explain you how to solve this kind of question. If you want to apply as M1 D1 is equal to M2 D2, you will get like 6 into 1 6, 9 into 1 9. So there is no difference. So there is no difference. For that case where work is same. Okay. In this type of question, how we can solve the question? See. This is first type of question where the worker is indivisible. Suppose the question is, suppose A can complete a work in 10 days, B can complete that same work in 15 days. What I have told you, A can complete a work in 10 days and B can complete that same work in 15 days. In how many days work can be completed by A and B? A plus B. Okay. The answer will not be 25. Okay. See, you can understand if someone is taking 10 days and he is getting the help from other person, so the day will always be less than the 10 days. You have to follow some steps. The first step, you have to assume total work. Okay. And the total work is a common multiple of the days taken by A and B, 10 and 15. So common multiple of 10 and 15 will be 30, 60, 90 or anything. One thing beta, you do not require to take LCM always. If you want to take the common multiple other than LCM, you can take. In this case, I am taking 60 as total work. Okay. 60 is the common multiple of 15 and 10. This is our first step. First step is assume total work. Assume total work. Okay. Second step, you have to know the efficiency ratio, or in easy language, you have to just calculate the 1 day work of A and B. if A is taking 10 days to complete 60 work, how many days will be required for A to complete, how many work can be completed in one day? See beta, 10 days will be required to complete 60 work. So in one day A will complete 6 work. In one day A will complete 6 work. Similarly, in one day B will complete 4 work. Clear? If A is completing 6 work in one day and B is completing 4 work in that same one day, that means in combined form they are completing 10 work in one day. Okay, 6 work of A and 4 work of. Clear? Second point, take or calculate one day work. Calculate one day work of A and B individually. Okay. If A and B completing 10 work in one day. Okay. Third step, you have to know the total days taken by A and B in combined form. So you have to divide the total work by, see beta, it is our third step, total work divided by one day work of A and B. Okay, one day work of A and B. Clear? Okay. This is our third step. Number of days taken by anyone. If we are solving for A plus B, so we are taking A plus B, D in subscript, total work divided by one day work of A and B. One day work. Total work is 60. One day work is 6 plus 4, 10. Our answer is 6 days. Okay, beta. So see, first step you have to assume total work as a common multiple of 10 and 15. You have to calculate one day work, and if you have to answer it in combined form, you take combined one day work to divide the total work, you will get the answer. Okay. In similar type of question, there is one more technique to solve it very fast. See, you can take it as D1 into D2 divided by D1 plus D1 into D2 means the days taken by first person 10, the days taken by second person 15, divided by 10 plus 15. It will be 150 divided by 25. That means 6 days is the answer. Okay. So 6 days is the answer. Please note it down. Come to the question. See beta, follow the mandatory steps. Ram, take R as Ram. Ram is taking 6 days, okay, and Rakesh, okay, write it the complete name. Ram, Rakesh. Rakesh is taking 9 days. Okay, if both of them start working together, then in how many days job would be completed? Means you have to calculate Ram plus Rakesh total number of days to complete that work. Total work will be common multiple of number of days taken by Ram and Rakesh. Common multiple of 6 and 9 will be, it can be 18, 36, 54, anything. If you want to take 18, you can take. There is no myth to take LCM as the common multiple, but it is your choice. If you want to take it, you can take it. Okay, I am taking 36. Suppose 36 is the total work. In 6 days, the work is 36 work is completed. So in 1 day, 6 work is completed. In Rakesh's case, 4 work will be completed. Okay. Okay. So 1 day work of Ram is 6 and Rakesh is 4. So beta, 1 day work completed by Ram and Rakesh is 10. Okay. See. One day work of A plus B. Total work divided by 1 day work of A plus B. And total work is 36. So your answer will be 36 by 10, 18 by 5. 18 by 5. So it can be 5 3s are 15, 3 by 5 days. You can write it in fractional form, mixed fraction. It will be 3 by 5. So option C will be correct. Okay, please note it down. Come to the next question. See beta, in this question, A and B can complete a job in 12 days. As per the information, these both are individuals, but in combined form they are completing the job. A and B. Beta, A and B, so we can write it as A plus B, can complete a job in 12 days. A plus B is equals to 12 days. Okay. If A alone can complete it in 20 days, it means A can complete it in 20 days. Now you have to find, if B wants to complete alone, how many days B will be required. Okay. In this type of question beta, you have to do same mandatory steps you have to follow. Take common multiple of 12 and 20 as total work. So the total work will be, it can be 60. Okay. 23 is a 60, 12 5 is a 60. Okay. 60 work can be completed in 12 days. 60 work can be completed in 20 days. 60 work can be completed in 12 days means 5 work can be completed in 1 day. 60 work can be completed in 20 days means 3 work can be completed in 1 day. Beta, if A is completing 3 work in 1 day and A and B in combined form completing 5 work in 1 day, it means B is completing 2 work in 1 day. Okay. If you know that 2 work is completed by B in 1 day and B has to complete 60 work, divide 60 by 2. You will get the answer as 30 days. Okay, you will get the answer as 30 days. Please note it down. Beta, don't go for the short trick formula like d1 into d2. This is different case. In this case, you do not have to divide it in denominator. You do not have to add in denominator. In this case, you have to just subtract it in denominator. Why? Because a plus b in combined form. 12 is in combined form and a is individual case. So you have to subtract the number of days. So the short trick will be d1 into d2 means 12 into 20 240 divided by 20 minus 12 8 is 240 divided by 8 equals to 30 days. Beta, but don't go for the short formula, just go for the mandatory steps and follow this step only, you will get all the answers. Okay, please note it down. Come to the next question. Try to solve this question, beta. See beta, A, B and C together can do a work in 20 days. What is the information? A, B and C. It means A plus B plus C together can do a work in 20 days, plus A plus B plus C is equal to 20 days. If A and C can do the work in 40 and 60 days respectively, what it means? See this line. If A and C can do the work in 40 and 60 days respectively, means A is equals to 40 days and C equals to 60 days. Now you have to answer that in how many days B can alone do the work. Beta, you have to calculate the number of days taken by B for the total work. Okay. See, you have to follow the mandatory steps. In this step, you have to take common multiple of number of days taken by A, B and C together, A and C. Okay. So the common multiple of 20, 40 and 60 will be 120. It will be 120. Work is completed in 20 days. It means 6 work is completed in 1 day. 120 work is completed in 40 days. It means 3 work is completed in 1 day. 120 work is completed in 60 days. It means 2 work is completed in 1 day. If A is completing 3 work in 1 day, C is completing 2 work in 1 day, and A, B and C is completing 6 work in 1 day in combined form, it means B is completing 1 work in 1 day. Okay. So if B is completing 1 work in 1 day, means 120 work divided by 1 will be our answer, as 120 days required to complete the work by working alone by B. Okay. So our answer will be 120 days. Please note it down. Come to the next question. A and B can do a work in 8 and 16 days respectively. If they work on alternate days beginning with A, in how many days will the work will be completed? Okay. Beta, in this segment, you have to just follow the mandatory step. What it is? A is equal to 8 days, B is equals to 16 days. Okay. You have to take total days as a common multiple. So the total days will be total, it is not total days, it is total work. Okay. Total work will be common multiple of 8 and 16. It is, you can write it as 16 only, na? 16 is the common multiple of 8 and 16. 8 2 is 16, 16 1 is 16. Beta, if 16 work is required to complete in 8 days, it means one work is completed in, two work is completed in 1 day. Number of work completed in 1 day, 2. 2 into 8, 16 work. And one work is completed in 1 day. Okay. Now this is alternate days based problem. So see what it is. Alternate days problem. Suppose the question is A can complete our work in 10 days and B can complete the work in, suppose it is 15 days. But there is a condition is that in first day A is working, in second day B is working. Okay, it means A started the work and they work in alternate days. In how many days work will be completed? You have to follow the mandatory steps. Take total work, and total work will be common multiple of 10 and 15. Take 60 as the common multiple. Okay, 60 work is completed in 10 days, 60 work is completed in 15 days. If 60 work is completed in 10 days means 6 work is completed in 1 day, 4 work is completed in 1 day. Okay. Beta, in this type of question, firstly, you see the total number of individuals. There are 2 individuals, so take the total work completed in 2 days. Okay, in first day A will complete the work, in second day B will complete the work. Okay, so the number of days is 2 days. Okay, A is completing 6 work in 1 day, B is completing 4 work in 1 day. So in total 10 work is completed in 2 days. Okay, now the next chance will be of A, then again B, A, B, A, B, similar pattern. But you have to see that how many works are required. The 10 work is completed in 2 days, it means 10 into 6, 60 work will be completed in 2 into 6, 12 days. Now see, 6 4 6 4 6 4 6 4 6 4 and again 6, 10 10 10 10 10 and 10 means 60 work is completed in 12 days. Beta, if the calculation will be different, like if the total work is not 60, if it is 62, in that case you have to take just before of 62 as the common multiple. Means if the total work is 62, in same situation you will firstly you will calculate for 60, then again you know that there is 2 more work to do, so the chance will be of A. So 2 work will be completed by A, 6 work is done by A in 1 day. It means remaining work divided by 1 day work of A, 1/3 extra days will be required, not the complete day, not the complete day, 1/3 of the day will be required by A, extra 1/3 means 10, 12 plus 1/3 days. Okay, will be the answer in that case. In our question, see, 2 individuals A and B, write A plus B is equal to 2 days. Okay, 2 work is completed by A and 1 work is completed by B. Okay, 2 plus 1, 3 works. 3 works are completed in 2 days. So check the total works. The total works is 16 and just before the common multiple of 3 is 15. So multiply 3 works into 5 works, 3 works into 5 to make it 15. Just multiply 2 days by 5 again, it will be 10 days. In 10 days, 15 works will be completed. So how many extra work is required? 1 extra work is required, and this 1 work will be completed by, again the chance of B is over because we are taking 2 days. The next chance will be of A, and A can complete 2 work in 1 day, but in this case he or she has to complete or her to complete only 1 work. So anyone that he or she, anyone will take 1/2 days to complete the work. So the total days will be 10 plus 1 divided by 2. So the total days will be 10.5 days. Okay, so our answer will be 10 1/2 days. Please beta note it down. Come to the next question. See beta, what is the language of question? A is twice as fast as B. Means there is a relation between A and B, and A is twice as fast as B. It means A is more efficient, twice efficient than B. If B alone can do the work in 30 days, if B alone can do the work in 30 days, in what time A and B together can complete the work? Okay, how we can solve this question? Let's see. Firstly, you have to understand that efficiency and days are inversely related. Okay, efficiency and days are inversely related. How? Let's see. there are two persons A and B. A is twice as fast as B. It means if in a certain time B can complete 1 kilometer distance, है ना, or B can complete one work, A will complete two work. Okay, what it means? A is more efficient than B, so A will take less days than B. A is equal to 2, B is equal to 1. There is inverse relation, so the days will be 1 and 2. Okay, let's take B alone can do the work in 30 days. B alone can do the work in 30 days. Okay. How we can solve this kind of question? There are two ways. If you are taking it as if B is completing in 30 days, so A will complete in 15 days. So 15 into 30 divided by 15 plus 30, you will get the answer. First technique. Okay, you can make it like 2 into 15, 30, 1 into 30, 1 into 15, 15, 15 into 13 divided by 15 plus. Let's see. B is completing in 30 days, make 2 as 30, so divided by 15 in both the cases. Now in this case, the days taken by A is 15 days and the days taken by B is 30 days. And you have been asked that the total days taken by A and B together, you can solve it in our mandatory steps, like take total work as 30. So 2 plus 1, 3, 30 by 3. You will get the answer, or you can take it as 15 into 30, because we can take it as D1 into D2 divided by D1 plus D2. Okay, so it is 450 divided by 45, your answer will be 10 days. This is one technique. You can solve it in our mandatory form, like take the total work, then take 1 day work and solve it. There is one more way. See how we can solve it in very easy manner. Let's see. If B is completing one work, A is completing two work. In same time, these both are completing, these both persons are completing 3 work in same time. If B alone can do the work in 30 days, if B is completing one work in 1 day, that means B is completing total 30 work. Okay, so the total work will be 30, because B is required 30 days to complete one work per day, so it means total work is 30, and total 1 day work of A and B will be, check, 2 plus 1, 3. So A plus B will require how many days? 30 by 3, 10 days. So in any manner you can answer it as 10 days. Okay, it will be your answer. Clear? Come to the next question. If A is thrice as fast as B and together can do a work in 27 days, okay, in how many days A alone can do the work? This is same kind of question, efficiency based question. Efficiency. Let's see. A and B. A is thrice efficient than B. It means if B is doing one work, A is doing 3 work in same limit of time. Okay. See beta. And together can do a work in 27 days. They both can complete 4 work in limited time or in certain time, and they require 27 days to perform the total work. What it means? It means total work will be 4 into 27, 108. Okay, total work will be 108. If A has to perform alone, so the days taken by A will be 108. If A is completing 3 work in 1 day and total work is 108. Why it is 108? Because A and B is completing 4 work in 1 day and 27 days are required to complete the work. So the total work is 108. The days required by A will be 108 divided by 3. It will be 36. So the answer will be 36 days. Okay. Let's check the answer. 36. It is the correct answer. Okay. Come to the next question. Try to solve this question. We have required to complete this topic with 4 more questions. Okay. A can complete our work in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. How much time B will require to complete the same job? See, A can complete our work in 12 days. B is 60% more efficient than A. How much time B will require to complete the same work? This is same efficiency based problem. No need to get worried. See beta. Efficiency A and B. B is 60% more efficient than A. What it means? If A is completing 100 work in certain time, in that same time, B is completing 60% more work. It means 160 work. Okay. So the efficiency ratio will be, or if you want to calculate 1 day work, it will be like reduce it. 2 5s are 10, 2 8s are 60, 5 and 8. Okay. A can complete a work in 12 days. If A is completing 5 work in 1 day and A required 12 days to complete that same total work, it means total work will be 5 into 12, means it will be 60. If A is required 12 days, it means A is completing 5 into 12 work, that means total work is 60. How much time B will require to take the or to complete the same work? B will require 60 divided by 8 days, and it will be 7 1 by 2 days. Okay. So it is the answer. It is the answer. Clear? Come to the next question. See beta. The ratio of efficiencies of A and B is 3:4. If A alone can complete a job in 24 days, then in how many days A and B together will complete the same job? It is same kind of question beta. It is same kind of question. See, the efficiency ratio of A and B is 3:4. Okay. In 1 day, A is completing 3 work. If A alone can complete a job in 24 days and A require 24 days to complete the total work, what it means? It means total work will be 3 into 24, 72. Okay. Then in how many days A and B together will complete the work? Beta, in 1 day, A is completing 3 work in same day, B is completing 4 days. In combined form or in together form, they will complete 7 work in 1 day and total work is 72. Okay, what it means? It means the total days required by A and B by working together will be 72. 72 will be total work divided by 1 day work, 4 plus 3, 72 by 7. It will be 7 10 ja 70, 2 is the remainder, 10 2 by 7. So it will be the answer. Okay, please note it down. Come to the next question. A can complete 4 times the work done by B in a certain time. What is it? A can complete 4 times work. It is also, beta, if the term is times, 4 times, 3 times, that means it is based on efficiency. The efficiency ratio of A and B is, if A can complete 4 times the work, means if B is completing 1 work, that means A is completing 4. Okay, you have to follow these steps only. Okay, if both take 28 days to complete a work, the 1 day work of A and B together is 5 and the days required by them is equals to, okay, in this case firstly you can consider the total work. Total work will be 5 into 28 is equals to 140. If the total work is 140 and you have to just calculate in how many days A alone will complete the work, in easy manner you can calculate the days taken by A. The days taken by A will be the total work 140 divided by 1 day work of A, that is 4. 140 divided by 4 will be 35. 35 days will be the answer. Okay, 35 days will be the answer. Okay, beta. Please note it down. Come to the next question. It is our last question for this session, for this video, and this is different question because the next topic will be pipe and cistern. You have to understand the fractional work concept. See, what is the question? A and B can do a work in 16 days and 28 days respectively. What it means? A is required 16 days and B is required 28 days to complete that same work. If they start working together and B leaves, this is the case of leaving the work or to left the job after 7 days. In how many days can A do the remaining work? Okay, in mandatory step you have to assume the total work and the total work will be common multiple of 16 and 28. Beta, what will be the common multiple of 16 and 28? 16 means 2 into 2, 4 into 2, 8 into 2, 16. 28 means 2 into 14. 14 means 2 into 7. So the common multiple will be 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 means 2 into 2 4, 4 into 2 8, 8 into 2 16, 16 into 7 112. Okay, assume total work as 112. Okay, so the 1 day work of A will be 7 and 1 day work of B will be 4, and follow the condition. Take one straight line to show the total work. This line belongs to total work and it is equals to 112. See the condition. They start the work together, means the work has started as A plus B and they have taken 7 days. Okay, they have taken 7 days. In 1 day, A is completing 7 work and B is completing 4 work. Means 7 plus 4, 11 works will be completed in 7 days. 11 into 7 means 77. See beta, 11 into 7 will be 77 work will be completed in starting first 7 days. So the remaining work will be 112 minus 77, which will be equals to 35. Okay, who left the job? B left the job. So who will complete the remaining work? A will complete the remaining work. And in this type of question, you have to find the remaining work. You have to find the number of days to complete the remaining work. A will complete the remaining work. See beta, remaining work divided by 1 day work of A. Okay, the remaining work will be 35 and 1 day work of A will be 7. So the remaining work will be completed in 35 by 7 means 5 days. If you have been asked the remaining work days, means in how many days remaining work will be completed, your answer will be 5 days. If you have been asked to answer the total number of days required, the answer will be 7 days plus 5 days, 12 days. But in this question, the answer will be 5 days because you have been asked in how many days A can do the remaining work. Okay. So I believe that you got all the important points of time and work, and I also believe that you will be positive in this topic and we will meet with quite strong concepts in pipe and system. Okay, we will meet with quite strong concepts. So that's all for this time and work. We will meet again. Thank you very much.